From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your morning update.
All right, I feel like I'm kind of beating a dead horse here, but this is one of those things I got to just keep promoting it, because we got to make sure that people who are kind of coming on this randomly, or especially from the area, and discovering Weather NorCal, we want to do everything we can to make sure that they're using the proper resources to get that. So here you go, weathernorcal.com. That's where you can start. Then you can go to YouTube, you can go to Roku, Amazon Fire Stick for the 24-hour streaming channel. Yeah, 24-hour streaming channel for this area locally. Also coming to Apple TV very soon. And for your mobile device, your Apple or your Android, there is a free app available for you. Just go to a search for Weather NorCal. And all of this, by the way, all of the information from Weather NorCal, 100% free. There are no fees, no charges, nothing. It's all free information to you. All right, the cooling trend. We're talking about that for the inland areas and for Trinity County. It'll peak Wednesday. Temperatures start to go back up again going into the weekend and even into next week. This trend that we're seeing this week, much like last week, including the chance for thunderstorms in the higher elevations in particular. For today, temperatures in the low 90s inland, and for the coast in the mid 60s, seeing some clearing in some areas here along the coast. And for Trinity County, temperatures also in the low 90s, although a little bit warmer in Hayfork at about 95, 89 degrees for your high in Lewiston. So we're tracking the moisture coming in from a tropical storm that is moving into Southern California. That will be here by Thursday, okay? So that moisture will produce the showers and thunderstorms there, and then it will track northward. Now, the timing and intensity of this is continuing to change day by day as we look at the latest forecast model data. So keep checking in if you have any outdoor plans, maybe any hikes or backpacking trips in the mountains, because the mountains will most likely see a chance for thunderstorms here for both Saturday and possibly even to Sunday, and maybe even into Monday of next week. So we take a look at that visibility, see any chances for clearing for the coast today. And yes, there will be some clearing in some spots where we could still see some of that fog here throughout the day. The fog returns tomorrow morning, and then it looks like it will start to burn off here as we take you into the afternoon, but it may be a little bit more difficult for areas to burn off later on Wednesday afternoon. So here's your temperature trend. Again, I want to show you that just like last week, Wednesday was the peak of the cooling trend, and then we'll start to see the temperatures increase. Now, the difference between this and last week is once we get up here, it's going to stay here most likely through next week. So a bit of a prolonged period of that heat. Notice the wave heights this morning. They're around 8 feet. We're probably going to start to see them drop a little bit as we go into the evening between 6 and 7 feet, but not by much. Then it looks like we're going to see them drop even more by the time we get into Wednesday. So it looks like conditions are improving for those who are out there fishing or just boating in general. Here's a marine forecast for today. Winds from the northwest at 5 to 15 knots. Your waves from the north at 6 feet at 7 seconds. And there's a small corrected advisory for today, but that'll be expiring, especially as those wave heights start to drop. Temperatures low to mid 90s for Trinity County, although places like Ruth about 87, 92 out in Hoopa, 94 in Willow Creek, 83 Garberville, Klamath about 69, Crescent City 64. Let's take a look at your 7-day outlook, and you'll notice here I haven't included any showers, no thunderstorms in the forecast, because remember I was saying by around Saturday, Sunday, we may see some of that thunderstorm activity for even the inland areas. But for now, I'm keeping it out of the forecast. But as I mentioned, if you have any outdoor plans this weekend, you'll definitely want to keep a close eye on that forecast, because that may change. I may start including that chance for thunderstorms in the mountains and even the inland here later as we get closer to the weekend. There's your 7-day outlook for Eureka. Temperatures mid-60s, could get a little bit warmer by Sunday, Monday, maybe looking at some upper 60s by then.